morning, everyone. Time now is just before 7 a.m., 6:57. And I'm very early this morning monitoring things. Hold on a second here. Sure I stay in the frame and don't mess this up too bad. But wow, what an interesting day we've got going on here on Sofi already. And I want to show you what I've already determined over the last 12 hours or so. Yesterday I came on when the price was about 10 cents lower than it closed, and man, I was trying to record another one, and I did. I said I'd be back, and then I screwed up, and I posted the same video twice, and I apologize for that. But this is not going to be a screw up. I'm going to have it correct. We're going to go right now to here and pull this up to the top, right below me, and then go over here. All right. You're going to be happy. Set alarm for 7:08 a.m.
Done.
All right, folks. This is going to be short this time, I promise. But I've got a lot here of information for you. But just one page this time. So let's start off here. Yesterday, we saw Sofi green again on a down day. All the markets were down. The S&P was down 23, Dow down 102, NASDAQ down 165, the Russell down 368, 3.68. And, this seems to be a similar pattern with this stock, is that when the rest of the market is down, it goes up. It's interesting. But when we come over here, look at this. Talks about down here why shares of Sofi cooled off. And by the way, looking here this morning, there is no news. And I was up very, very early. And why? So you don't have to be up early. But look where we were this morning on the prices. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but what I'm keeping track here of, the time, the bid and ask, the gap, if there's one, what the last price was, and where the volume is. Why would I do something like that, huh? And I'll show you for one. Look here at 5 a.m. the volume was 9,600 at 5 a.m. I don't know if you can see that. Look how low the volume is over here on these numbers, very low. And you might say very low, but how do you know? Well, let's take a look here what the volume was at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, on the 15th, June 15th, 5 o'clock in the morning, 271,000 volume. 5 days later, 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:08, you can see right here, 5:08, there was volume was at 160,000. So this is kind of important. Even yesterday, 5 o'clock, 5:05 in the morning, volume was 160,000. So any lower prices that you see here is definitely not on major volume. And the lowest, let's see, it opened up, I got up a little bit late today, but at 4:09 I saw that the last sale price was $8.55 at 4:09. Now 4:15 it had gone. The bid was $8.51. The ask $8.66. Last was $8.52. The volume at that point was 3,830. So contrast that with 5:05 at 160,000. And at 5:05 today, you know, 10,830. Just so you know, very low volume this morning in the pre-market. That doesn't surprise me any, because if you go over here to the Sofi volume, and as I just pointed out over here, it talks about, it cooling off, why shares are cooling off. And so they're cooling off all right. Look at these numbers that we were at about, just, you can see 10 days ago, over 100 million a day. And then we get the big triple decker downgrade, knocks it down to $8.50 from 9.18. And a lot of volume there. But then look after that. And what I want you to pay attention to is look at the following Monday, which was Monday. Yeah, you can see it shows here 8:31 open, and the next day, what was it? 8:51 for an open. So you can see the move here. We got a 20-cent move up on the open. It's nice. But here's over here. Look at the volume. Look at where it's been and look where it is and look what's happening with this price. It's kind of curious. An increase on the high of 864 to 877, 13 cents, and an increase on the low, 14. So that's something interesting, I thought. Hopefully you'll find this interesting. If you do, you'll give me a thumbs up. And let's take a look here. Oh, by the way, I want you to know that since I'm going to be going for 10 minutes at a time, I'm thinking about, instead of Tyler's tip of the day, Tyler's 10 minutes, I might call myself Tyler the 10 Man with the spelling T-E-N. Tell me what you think of that one. Still looking for the right one when I start my finance channel, which I'm going to separate, as I said earlier. All right, so let's go over here. What I'm talking about, and I keep talking about, is the chance of the rising prices and catapulting here because of all the volume I've been pointing out lately. And if you go over here to the chart here, and let's just click on the chart to get into the interactive chart. I'll quickly touch on this very fast. I've done this before, but I'm going to make a very, very quick point here. We're going to click on the 1-year chart. I'm going to back it way out here. And this is something I think is important to notice, that if you look back here in, it's February 2021, it's a long time ago, but the price was $25.78 there. You see over there, it says $25.78 in the black box. But look here, look at this volume down here. Even on these moves, when this move here, when it went from 15, 17, all the way up to, wow, it's a massive move, 23 or so. When it did that, look at the volume down here. Move it over where you can see a little bit better. I had to zoom in because you can hardly see this volume on this move up. So my point is, when you get this kind of volume over here in contrast, what kind of move up can we see? Anyway, I'm not the only one saying, oh, I just gave away my new find. I found a bell here, and it's a bicycle bell. I mounted it on something, so get a little cash register sound. Anyway, but yeah, look at all that volume. Isn't that amazing? And so here we go. Let's go back over here. Yeah, look at all this volume. And so what could possibly happen? Who knows exactly? So what else do I have to talk about? I want you to know that I do requests. And so if you happen to have a stock that you're interested in me taking a look at and breaking down and analyzing, I'm happy to do that. Just leave it down in there in the comment section. And I would also appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up on this. I want to mention, obviously, I have my disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor, and I am not, uh, you know, someone that you can take my word in stone, because you never know what's going to happen in this market. It's very crazy these days, as you know. And I always suggest people to wade into positions, start off small, go with maybe 15, 20% of what you've got. If it keeps going up a little, might put a little more in. As it keeps climbing, keep going on in. Oh, guess what? 10 minutes is up. We'll have to hit the snooze button. Maybe we'll do 12 minutes. So, anyway, I'm talking here about the volume because I think it's important. And although we've got some really slow volume today, I think we're going to see some nice moves. Uh, now, let's just see here. Talk about what happens with the short squeeze possibility. I know that I've spoken about this mega spike that could happen, but many people say, well, there's just too many outstanding shares. And I do agree that it makes it more difficult for there to be a short squeeze with this many shares outstanding. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go over here to the statistics and take a look, shows you over here the outstanding shares, 940 million. But as I've already suggested, what could happen at any point in time is there could be an announcement by management, the ownership, that they want to maybe buy back some shares. And I tell you right now, if they do consider or make that move, we're going to be, those of us that have gotten in here in the 450s when they gave that downgrade to $2.50, that we'll be doing well. I guess that's about it. I'm going to take a little bit more look here at this note, make sure I'm. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if by the way there was a split announcement of some sort or a buyback, folks, I really think this has the potential to go so far, so fast, so high, people's eyes will pop out of their heads. And I know this is hypothetical, but it could happen. It could happen. All right, let's see. Well, I always admit that since I was a little kid, I've been an optimist. I've been very positive. So if I over estimate things and I, maybe too high on the overly motivated with my belief in this stock, I'll only say this. The part of the reason that I am so optimistic and so positive thinking is because when I was young, as I've mentioned before, I lived in a very impoverished country. I lived in Haiti. It's the most impoverished country in the Western Hemisphere. When I lived there, the per capita income was like $900 a year. And I saw so much there that changed my life forever. And when I returned to the United States, I just felt so much like so much opportunity was ahead of me and so much was there for the taking. And to be honest, if I could be president for one day, you know, and I mean one day, not that if I could one day be the president, but if I could be president for one day, I pass a law, a bill that says that every student in school, high school years, freshman, junior, sophomore, senior, and I know that wasn't in order, but anyway, it doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that at one point in time, they need to leave our country and go to someplace else. I think some people call today's generation entitled, and they expect so much to be handed to them in a silver spoon, this type of thing. But honestly, um, I think you would see such a turnaround in our economy so fast because I think once everyone realized what we have here in America, and the people from other countries obviously know that's why they're flocking here, flooding here by the hundreds of thousands, millions even. So you know, once you have that perspective in life, and I would encourage you, if you haven't done it yet, don't don't miss an opportunity to leave the comforts of home and your little nest and get out there in the world and see what's going on. Go to another place, go to a third world country, or go to any other country. I don't care. You'll see the difference and you'll come back with a new outlook. It could change your life forever. You can take a 1 week vacation, it could change your life forever. And especially if you go to a place like Haiti or somewhere in South America, Belize, Honduras, Nicaragua, any of those, Go, get out there. That's Tyler's tip of the day, and I'm done. For only about 13 minutes or so, I hope. And thumbs up for me, please. And if you subscribe, you'll get me one other number closer to my goal of 1,000 here. And that doesn't mean you're just a number. You are a person that I really appreciate. And obviously, I take the time to get up at 4 in the morning, track these prices. I care. So I hope that you'll care enough to like this video, share it with your friends, and hit that notification bell for the next time I post a video. So I'm done now, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a blessed day. I have you a safe day. I hope you have a prosperous future, and most of all, I hope you stay very healthy. So I'm done now, and we're gonna put this whoop, and we'll go up here, and we'll bring me back to wave goodbye. So, oh, I almost forgot. Sponsor, my sponsor. I got a shirt from sent in from Baca, uh, Badass Cutters Association. What that means, and they're out of the Detroit area. And look into them. That's all I can say. And thanks again. Hope you have a good one. And bye bye.